Well, hello everyone. I'm going to try doing a little video here on some of the more recent US Mint releases. I've done some individually, some box openings and things like that, but just had some things on my mind here about these last four releases. So starting with the most recent, I've got the Navy Privy. I just got that the other day. Decided not to do a box opening video on it. We already had the Army one, so it's like, well, okay, it's going to be a little bit different than the Army one, but I didn't really think. I think that's kind of getting overdone, anyways. The unboxing video, so decided not to do it, at least for this one. Before that, this one is my San Francisco, just the normal San Francisco proof, which I guess they did sell out on this year. Everyone's talking, last year. I think it might be the last year, before next year. Anyways, after next year, I think all bets are off as long as they don't close them in. I'm suspecting it'll be back. So I'm not really making too big of a deal over these last San Francisco Mint releases. That's just my own opinion, of course. Before that, this is a West Point. So San Francisco, the Navy, San Francisco, just the normal proof. The Laser Privy, which was a West Point. I did a video on that one already. And then before that, also a West Point release. That's the Army Privy. So we got these two are West Point. And the second two are San Francisco, for whatever that's worth. You can kind of see, the box art there on the sleeve, pretty similar between the Army, Navy, and I suspect the Marines will be pretty similar. We know the COA is going to look a little bit different. And then the San Francisco, that's just the way it's looked for the last few years. That's pretty common. And the Laser was pretty... just kind of unique artwork. It's kind of a unique release, I guess you'd say, too. I found it kind of interesting that the Army and the Navy Privy are both blue boxes and blue sleeves, and then the other two are black. I thought that was cool. These are also the black, more like the vinyl covered box, and the military, the 250th anniversary ones are the blue felt, but they both have the blue liner. I've just been finding this year also that these coins are coming out a little bit easier. In the past, man, you really had to wrestle to try getting those out of there. And there's the COA, the COA on the military ones, green for the Army, blue for the Navy, and the Marines is going to be red. And then the San Francisco proof COA is pretty common. That's the way it's been for the last few years. And again, the Laser Privy is kind of a unique one. So the thing that I thought was kind of interesting is that they're saying, starting with the Laser Engraved Privy, that they're all going to be Privy engraved. The master dies are all going to be Laser Engraved, starting with the Laser. They did it a couple times last year, not on a Silver Eagle. A couple different releases last year they did a laser engraving on, but then that was it. So this is supposed to be the first Silver Eagle that's laser engraved. Starting with that, these are all supposed to be laser engraved, right? This was before that. This should be, I guess you'd say, the CNC engraved. It wasn't laser engraved. They used CNC machine to make the master dies. So with that in mind, I was sort of comparing this forward, and I was comparing it to what was supposed to be the CNC engraved. And I guess what I'm seeing, and I'll try showing you, I think I'll have to stop the video and try restarting, which isn't something I'm really that fluent with, but I think I can do it. But what I've been finding, if you start looking at the actual quality, for my eye, and using a loop and the stuff I have available to me, these West Points, the Laser Engraved, really good. You look at the Army Privy, real good. But then, for whatever reason, the San Francisco ones, to me anyways, it's like, I don't think so. I don't think the quality is really there compared, to the West Point, or just comparing it to the Laser Engraved. That's supposed to be the future, right? I don't think it looks nearly as good. So I think what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to stop the video now and restart. And I want to compare the pre-laser, right, the Army, to the Navy, the San Francisco, which is also supposed, this is not supposed to be laser engraved. This one is supposed to be laser engraved. That's what they said. That's what they said the deal was. So let me get these coins out and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, and I've got the COAs behind them, and I know this might get like a little bit much trying to zoom in. I was working with it before and I thought I was doing a pretty good job with it. So let me try zooming in here. But I don't make you dizzy. So that, I get a little bit more than that. Oh, come on. There we go. If it'll cooperate with me. It was cooperating before, of course, now it's not going to cooperate. But yeah, there's your Army privy. And boy, I wish I could get it a little bit better like I was doing before. But especially that circle above the eagle where the 13 stars are. They look really nice. The shield looks really nice. I still wish I could get this focused a little bit better than I can get it right now. But anyways, to me that's a little bit nicer looking. A lot of detail to it. Okay, so just forgetting about everything. We can get back to the overall later. But now here's my Navy. And if you look at that. You can even look at that eagle and like comparing it. Okay, let's compare. So there's your design. So there's the Army. It's got really nice detail. The 13 stars in there, the stripes on the shield, even the arrows. I'll go down to the actual thing. Maybe you can even tell from that. But that's got really good detail. So going to the Navy, well, all right, you don't have the little wreath with the 13 stars. But still, you got the shield, right? So you go down to it, and like I say, you just look at that. They did not do that good of a job with any detail on that. To me, that is just like, you can, in person, if you have a loop, you can zoom in on that and you can sort of see the stripes in that shield. But not much. So let me go back. If you just look at just the general details, now forget about the privy mark, but you look at those details, look at the stripes in the dress and the stars and the face and like everything else and even the date. So that's, like I say, that's older, that's West Point, supposed to be pre-laser. And you go to this and it's like, well, it's there. I mean, it's not like it's not as detailed. If I can get these a little bit closer together to me, and again, this is the Army on the left. I just think the details are nicer on that. Like I say, you just have to make your own. Let me get the light on, see if that helps at all. Oh, that might help a little bit. Put some light on the subject here. But yeah, I just think that. And then I've got these sort of popped out. So here's my laser. Which kind of forget about those. So there's my laser. To me, those are both pretty nice. You know, that's the laser privy. Now I'm kind of changing speeds on you here a little bit, but there's a laser privy. Now let me get just my regular San Francisco, and there's my Navy privy. And to me, they don't have, and that's going back to my two West Points right there. Should I get them a little bit closer together? To me, I don't know. I don't think they look quite as nice from San Francisco for whatever. That seems to be the common thing. Is the San Franciscos just don't look as nice to me. If I'm going to do the reverse as well, because actually this might even show it a little bit better. So I just flipped the two West Points. So again, these are both, it doesn't matter which one, but yeah, that's my Army. I got it, and that's my laser. So my Army and the two West Points, well, you can see the mint mark on there. that's got really nice detail. I thought the laser looked a little bit nicer, but then when I compared it to the Army, it's like, no, those are both really pretty nice, even though this one is, the one on the right is supposed to be the laser engraved, or is a laser, it's the laser engraved. But no, those look really nice. And now if I flip my San Francisco, so this is my proof. The proof is on the right and the Navy is on the, or the Navy's on the right and the proof is on the left, the normal proof. And then look at those. Just to me, those look, here, I'll put a San Francisco and a West Point together. Maybe that'd even help you more. So you can see the mint mark there. I just think that West Point just has a lot nicer detail to it. And they're both kind of like that. So anyways, I think that's about all I wanted. I just kind of wanted to go through these last few. The bummer of the day. This is my, get the right coin here. That's my San Francisco. I don't know. Can you see it? Can you see it? Right underneath America, right? I can see my reflection. I can't see my finger. Right there under America, and actually goes to the other side of the wing right there as well. That's, I don't know. Looks more like not a milk spot. It's like a milk snot. It's like it's milk spotting, I guess, but it's almost like a streak across it. So not too happy with that. At that point, they had sold out, and it's like, well, for an OGP collector like me, I never send anything in to get graded. You know, I guess that'll do it for me. I guess that's fine. I can put up with that. I guess not happy about it, but not going to send it back and have them say, "Ooh, we don't have one for you." Anyways, let's kind of zoom out, and there's my last 4 coins. Looking forward to the Marine, and of course I'll be getting the unlimited silver proof set. I've got all those. So I got the current one that's coming out, the 2025 on subscription. So I'll be getting that, and then I do have all of them that have been released. So maybe I'll do some kind of video when I get that, maybe at some point. So, well, I guess this has gone on long enough. Hope you enjoyed it. I can't think of a channel name or anything like that, so I'm just doing it under what I've always had. I guess maybe someday I'll grow up and come up with an actual channel name, but I'm just an old cell phone kind of guy. I'm not planning on buying any fancy camera or editing equipment or anything like that. This is just what I'll have to do. I'm definitely interested in my Silver Eagles, though. So, well, I hope you all have a good rest of your day. You take care.